What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Haynesy here, back for another video. And today it is that time of year yet again when the footy season is just around the corner. Obviously, we've got the preseason games this weekend. However, we do have something to overlook it. They're taking a back foot step this week because this weekend, Sunday, February 16th, 3 o'clock at Ringrose Park, Wentworthville Magpies, it is the Sportshed TV charity match for the third straight year. And as always, we have the week of the game, we've got our charity match preview. We've got Norman with us yet again. How are you, mate? I know it's a busy time this week. Thanks for coming on. But
I'm good, mate. Thanks for having me. Yeah, super busy time between work life and the match. Very busy, but
Yep,
like
yep.
we love it. It's all well worth it at the end when everyone gets together and we hopefully do a record-breaking year with the funds raised. I'm sure the charities will be just as happy as we are. So it's a great time.
Yeah, 100%. Look, we are, a new look charity match this year as well. Obviously, we've got, a new team. We've got new jerseys, a new venue. There's been a lot to plan for you this year. How's the changes been?
Yeah, change has been good. They've been tough, but they've been good and they've been very warranted. I feel like you can't, the three of us, we sat down, we're like, look, can't do the same thing every year. Gonna have to up it at some point. Gonna spend a bit more money and grow it a bit more, but it's good. So obviously you mentioned we've changed the venue, so it's gone from Lidcombe Oval to Ringrose Park, which is an upgrade. Lidcombe Oval, they've been great to us. We had fun there the first 2 years. So iconic playing in the western suburbs. Magpies sheds, and on that field was fantastic. And now we've upgraded
Yeah,
to the Winnie Magpies. Obviously, they play Ron Massey Cup. They play some reserve grade games there. A lot of junior footy goes there. It's probably the best field in the Parramatta comp, and the Parramatta comp's the best in the whole of New South Wales. So we're playing on arguably one of the best fields we've got that doesn't have NRL games played on it. Fantastic. They've got a grandstand, brand new seating. They've got two world-class changing rooms, actually. It's quite phenomenal. You'll get to be in one of them, obviously. You'll see how much they've actually got in there. We've got a
totally.
canteen, we've got food trucks, we've got ice cream, we've got coffee. We've got some activations for the kids to play around. We're looking to lock in a DJ in the next 24 hours as well, so have some tunes pumping.
Like it.
It's gonna be a great day. And also another addition we've got junior footy being played before the main game. So we've still kept that disability game. It's really important to give them a platform to play and for everyone to have a look and see how accommodating the great game of rugby league is. So
Yeah.
we'll have the disability game and we'll have a girls game, a boys game, and then our game. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I feel like every year as it goes on, we're going to get more and more people rocking up earlier to support those games, which will be great.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like at the end of the day, and we'll get to the pricing and all that towards the end of it. But like $15 is the price for the admission for the day, and all goes to much needed funds to the respective charities. But you're seeing more than one game of footy as well. We're seeing actually, disability rugby league, which is actually been good. It's good footy. I've
It's
seen
entertaining.
it times at the charity match and at NRL games. Like it is good footy to watch. And
Some of
also
these, some of these people in this team, Hainsey, I 100% agree with you. Just to cut you off there, some of these players playing in the physical disability rugby league match, they actually went to Vegas to open the season last year.
yeah, there you go.
Many
Like
people don't know that. Yeah.
yeah, there you go. How awesome is that? So it's great exposure for them, and it's great exposure, for everyone else as well to see that disability rugby league, and there might be kids in the families in the
Yeah.
crowd that might have a disability and they love rugby league. They want to be inspired by that, and they want to play disability rugby league professionally and all that. So there's
Spot
open.
on. That's exactly what it is. So we hope we can help provide a platform for them to showcase their game and hopefully inspire and encourage others to sign up.
Yeah, 100%. Couldn't agree more. Right. So obviously breaking news over the last 24 hours or so. The big news, the big blow out of MHF has been kept under wraps for a while, but Nilso, he's out. Suspended.
Nilson's out, suspended, one match suspension.
Big,
It was
big,
late.
big call.
Look, mate, it was late and slightly reckless. One match suspension is warranted. By the time this comes out, the Instagram live would be over. But Nilso would have had his fair say on it. But look, it is what it is. It's a one match suspension, and you know who replaces him? Big Les.
Yes, I heard that. Big
He's a
decision.
big boy. I haven't met him in person, but on socials, and I've seen some of his.
Does look solid. I've got to keep an eye on that.
He looks solid, yeah,
Obviously,
mate. Especially you at hooker, you're gonna have to tackle that big bloke. So
yes,
we're gonna devise a plan come captain's run. But let me
yeah.
tell you, he's a worthy replacement.
We have to talk about that. Whose idea was it having me at hooker? Because
Look,
I mean, I've been training well at hooker. Like I have played hooker before, and I reckon I can do the job. But like, When you look at me and you're like, Haynesy or Hooker, like, are you mental? Like, anyway, like, what
Andy,
was the decision making? What was between
I reckon we're going to throw off the
the
opposition.
coaches?
They're not going to see what's coming. It's a mix of that, and also, could you imagine you feeding the ball left and right to two former Roosters halves?
I think that was the reason why, to be
It was
fair.
hooker or fullback, and honestly, we were never putting you fullback.
That was the only position. It was a fun fact. I actually played every position in junior footy playing up, except fullback. Played on the
There
wing,
you
played
go.
the center, played in the halves. I've got, I was told as growing up, I was a halfback in a front rower's body. That's just me.
Mate,
But
you might have to shift into 13 then.
ball playing lock, I reckon I invented the ball playing lock in junior footy.
You probably did
Coaches
without realizing.
told me that. But yeah, obviously we got to talk about, this first time in history we've got to have former NRL players playing. Obviously, you mentioned like
Yeah,
us as Roosters fans, we're playing alongside. We're on the same team this year as well, Norman, which I'm really
we
excited.
are, which is interesting. Yeah, yeah, I'm excited for that.
The Roosters community is growing. We've got obviously Matty Georges. You got Stratus as well. Just Retro coming on board this year on debut. He's a Roosters fan as well. So we've got just named
There
five,
you go. That's
but
five of us.
we've got two former Roosters players in the Goanna Academy, which is the team we're playing for.
Yeah,
Mitchell Pearce and Todd Carney. How the
massive.
hell did you get them two?
Massive. So they were getting a bit more active on socials and putting together a brand which we caught wind of. I think sixes and sevens or something like that off the top of
They
my
just
head.
started that podcast. That's awesome.
Yeah, they've just started. So I thought, you know what, it'd be good to sort of get them doing some social and charity event related to league as they make their transition into focusing on social media. Obviously, they've already got the platform, but I thought, hey, with our match and your ex-player profile, put that together could help with with your upcoming project. And look, this is what we do. It's for charity. Would you be keen? Just shot a message to Todd Carney actually because I'd seen he'd been quite active on socials and engaged with some of our stuff. He's like, yes, sweet. I'm like, honestly, mate, we need someone to pair you in the halves, mate. And he's like, I said, can you ask Mitch? With Josh and Adrian beside me, we just like little kids on a phone, mate. It's like messaging the girl you like, for the first time. And we just shot the message, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll ask Mitch." Yep, Mitch is in. Bang. So from
How
there, it
awesome is
was
that?
sorted. So haven't actually dealt with Mitchell Pearce directly yet, which feels a bit weird. But Carney's been passing on all the messages, and it's all good. So no one should be concerned. But yeah, been dealing everything with Todd. He's been great. He's actually flying down from Goldie to come, like you boys coming up from Queensland. He's been living there, I believe.
Oh, is he?
Um,
There you
yeah, I don't know if it's a
go.
permanent thing or not. Not too sure about his personal life at the moment, but
But I
I know he's
know,
up the Gold Coast and he'll be
yeah,
flying down to the event.
awesome. Because I remember when I was like still around playing footy and all that, he was doing coaching clinics up in Brizzy as well. So that's probably like, oh, he still
He
lives up
was.
there. But that's
Yeah.
awesome. Obviously,
So excited for that. Blake Austin,
yeah, Blake
we also
Austin.
shot Blake Austin a message, but that was actually, I can't lie, that was through the help of Matty Georges. He's been great. A great helper of the event for the first year. Even last year, he helped us a fair bit, but also got the opportunity to play, and he's backing it up this year. Unfortunately, copped an injury in the first 15 minutes last year.
Yeah,
Um,
remember that.
so his hammy was torn pretty bad, but he's back. He's under an injury cloud again. Not gonna lie, but
Now you're telling me this. We've been through the group chat the last 3 weeks and you haven't mentioned any
nah,
concerns
he
with
kept it
anything.
under wraps. But I thought it's only fair to drop some exclusives here today.
Yeah.
But he should be good. He should be good come game day. Um, but yeah, he helped us get Blake Austin, and there should be a fourth ex-player. We don't want to announce. It is coming up very, very close. The game is on Sunday, but there should be a fourth so that there's two on each side, which we might announce might be a day off sort of thing.
Yeah, because if I recall that there is a 21 jersey, there's obviously 20 players named for each team, 21 in the squad. That still hasn't been announced. When will
Yeah,
we find out? When will the teams find out who
I'm
their
saying Friday.
will be?
Yeah, I'm saying Friday we find out. If not, we'll do day off, which might be ridiculous and it might not be good for promo. But you know what? You got to expect fireworks and you got to expect the unexpected.
100%, 100%. I'm really excited. I'm actually really keen to see that reveal as well. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
But obviously, the Going Academy this year, new team. And it's going to be awesome, to play alongside, some new team. Obviously, new team for me this year was like, what was the decision on getting Haynesy the transfer over to the Goanna Academy?
yeah, so we just thought we had to make a couple changes, and it was more around the front row forwards rather than, or like the whole forward pack rather than the back line. We thought that was pretty okay, pretty even. But I feel like especially with all the injuries that happened to the Goanna team, they left with no one really, the Ronald McDonald team rather, last year, there was no one really left in the middle. So we thought we'd move a couple middle forwards over. And also, Guru is going to be coaching the Goanna side. So from a content perspective, you're basically his son. So it'd be
Father,
crazy to have you in the other team.
the father figure is my coach. I'm excited for that. I love Guru. But yeah, no,
So,
I'm really excited. Obviously,
that.
1-1 for the Mark Hughes. Love my time there, but
Yeah.
obviously Uncle Nick, he managed a deal with Guru to get me over there. So really excited to the new colours. It's gonna be awesome, man. Like really awesome. Like it's obviously there's a new players this year as well. Like the players that you signed up this year, who's the one that you're really excited for? I think there's one named Hectic Fred. Obviously, he missed the first two due to injury, but he's making his long-awaited debut in the charity match. But is there anyone else that you're really keen to see take?
Yeah. So someone like Fred, it's great to see him because he wanted to play from the start, and injury has held him back. He did a great job last year with coaching and coached your side to victory last year.
Yeah,
In the first
fantastic.
year, he was great help. He ripped his shirt off on the sideline for a bit of content. He jumped on the commentary for a bit. He was promoting the event. So it'd be great to see him out there. Then, if I were to name someone else who's new and going to be playing, it was great to have Adrian back, by the way. He was in Spain last year, so it'd be great
Yes,
to play,
Adrian's back too. Yes,
play alongside him, which would be good.
awesome.
If I were to name someone who I'm most excited to see who's new, oof,
But
that's good.
obviously, like for our side, we've got like Julian, Flaxman, and Retro as well. They're just off the top of my head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
there's
what? I'd probably say retro because I have not. You know when you've never met someone in person, right? They're in another state, so I've actually never seen the guy at all. I
he's
see
a
the
big
content.
fella.
I see he's been promoting the event.
He's a big fella. When we had our
Yeah, he looks big.
Queensland session, yeah, and he knows a lot of shit. He
Well, you
knows.
know what it is, Pete? It's more the excitement around the unknown, right? The unknown fact of like, what's he like? Can he ball play? How big is he actually? And then it's like, we've been training here in Sydney. We wait to see the boys from Queensland rock up. I already know all the boys from Queensland, what they look like, how they play, except that one person. So
Yep,
that's a sense of like unknown and excitement at the same time. So I would say retro because I feel like he's kind of slept on in a way because I have heard he's a bigger body and I think he could be the one to help us, lead the pack.
100%. I reckon we got a good forward pack this year. Darlow is absolutely for like flying.
Yeah.
He's primed, ready to go. He's cut down on some size. Ados as well. Ados has got a bit of size as well. Like they're looking fit, we're looking fit in our forward pack, bar me.
That's
But
good. That's
you
what we
know,
need.
the boys are looking good from our end.
Big and
Um,
fit. I just received a message confirming that Greg Inglis and Kennedy Charrington are going to be there on the day.
oh, that's
So
awesome. That's awesome.
that's
Obviously,
awesome.
Greg Inglis is part of the Go Academy.
So
He's
he
founder
founded it
and owner.
actually.
Was
Yeah,
he
yeah,
founder, or is he owner as well?
yeah. Well, I think co-own. I think there's a few people at the top there, but he did. He was the founder, and they do some great work. Look, we're actually. They've only recently been registered as a charity, so we're actually going to be putting out some information, more of information about them and how we can sort of
Oh,
get
awesome.
involved and help support them as they support us. But yeah, things are looking good. Yeah, stay tuned for that. And if you don't want to come down on the day because you don't really care about the games beforehand, or you're not really interested in our game, but you're just a huge a huge NRL fan or huge fan of Greg Inglis, mate, he will have all the time in the day to speak to you about himself, his career, the charity work that he's doing now. Like honestly, there would be no reason to not just come down just to have a chat with him.
Yeah,
Especially Kennedy Jones, an absolute superstar. I can't speak highly enough about her. Like the first year we told her about the event, we barely knew her, like on socials and like at a personal level. She came down and commentated half the game. Last year, she genuinely couldn't make it, but still promoted the event on her socials. And
yeah,
this year, to be part of it, as she's an ambassador for the Goanna Academy, she's going to play the All Stars game the night before and rock up the next day just for the name of charity and for the community. So
well,
speaks
that's all.
volumes about her. So yeah, just come down. You have a great time.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Cast Patrol coaching this year for the MHF, absolute losers that they are, like dead set, like they sold their soul after
They did.
two defeats. They headed off the MHF, and that.
Look,
And did you see the post yesterday where they said justice was served when Nilso, their own player, got suspended? Like,
yeah, I think justice was served because it was against one of their own, but They are bit of turncoats, but I tell you what, they did give their 100% effort, I'd say, in the first 2 years, and
Yeah.
it didn't go their way. Um, Last year was more unfortunate than the first because I feel like the Ronald McDonald side, we did lose our bench. At halftime, we had no one on the bench because we had 5 or 6 injuries. So, and we're only down by 4 from memory. So a bit gutted with that loss. It's unfortunate that they couldn't play, but the fact that they've stepped up with coaching, they've done well with the promo. Full credit to them.
Yeah, 100%.
They're responsive boys too. If you've ever had to deal with them for content side of things, so they've done a good job. And look, Guru and Kat are the big dogs. They're the ones with the bigger following, and they've been smashing out that content. They've been working closer together last year. But I tell you what, the camaraderie of the cast patrol and how well they know each other and how well they know the match, having played in two of them, it could be a significant boost for the MHF team. You know, Guru might be the Mr. Know-it-all and look after the CBAs and whatnot, and Kat knows her footy quite well, but who knows? With the experience that the cast patrol have, it could overturn it. So it could be a three-peat on the cards. Hopefully not for my case and your case, but
Yeah.
very happy with the decision for the coaching staff.
Yeah, I reckon you nailed on the head with the coaching staff. Obviously, the two captains, Nick Staff and Shaq. TV, the captains this year, as per usual. It's going to be fantastic. Interesting battles as well. The one I'm really excited for is Zane v Julian. Obviously, I know Zane really well and Julian, like both of them live on the south coast there in Wollongong. Like that, they're chomping at the bit, ready to go at each other. It's going to be awesome as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking that one.
As well, the forward pack. I think we're all excited to see Darlow and Nilso, but that's not going to happen. But we're going to have Leaguey in there as well. That could,
Lee, yeah, he's never played a game of footy before, so it'd be
yeah,
good to see how he goes. He started training with us last week and was looking good.
yeah,
But yeah, no, overall, super keen, super keen. Link in bio for our tickets and for the live stream as well, which is $10 this year. We've upped it from 5. Just they're just doing more work with the camera by TV. They're fantastic. There's a lot going on with the camera. There's a lot, like we've got a lot behind the commentary and information about the players, and the stream is perfect. Like there's no issues whatsoever. So, you know, fork out $10. It's a donation, $5 each way to the charities. You know, I'm pretty sure we can all afford it. And if you can't, you can chip in with the mate, go halves, and watch it together on the same screen. You know, it's pretty simple. $10 as a donation to get that is fantastic. Or you pay $5 more, come down to the game, get 3 extra games of footy, meet some of your favorite former players and your favorite content creators, and have a nice day out.
100%. 100%. Like, and if you're like a Roosters fan, or especially on that day, like for example, like Roosters and the Dragons are playing their trial game at 7:30 that night. You can come down to the charity match, see former Roosters players like Toddy Carney, Mitchell Pearce go at it. And then afterwards, about 4:30, 5 o'clock, you make your way over the Cogswell to watch the Roosters' first trial game. Like, that's a perfect day.
Take your way over behind the grandstand to the Leagues Club, and we can all have a meal and watch the footy together on the screen.
There you go. There you go. So simple. It is a fantastic, and your favorite content creator is going to be there, But, if the South fans are watching, you want to see Haynesy get smashed, come down. Come down. I know there's one particular South fan that wants Norman smashed from last year.
Get smashed. So yeah, come down. Probably will get smashed. I mean, I'm 70 kilos. You probably will see me get smashed. But it'll be a great day. I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. But yeah, so that wraps it up, guys. Obviously, great preview with Norman as always. Norman, your last word before the charity match. What you obviously said a little bit with tickets and all that, but yeah, take it away. The floor's yours.
Thank you. My last word would be to come down there, support the charities. You got the Goanna Academy doing great work for everyone who suffers from mental health, and to try to avoid getting to that stage where your mental health falls down and takes over. And we've got Mark Hughes Foundation, obviously finding a cure for brain cancer. There are so many people in our lives that are affected by brain cancer and will be unfortunately affected by brain cancer in the future. And mental health, who knows what other people are going through. So it's important that we learn these lessons from now, and we get these tips and tricks off the people that are putting in the time and effort to teach us how to be better and how to look out for things and how to treat things like that. So I feel like it's important that we raise money. That's the main thing. We're raising money, right? It's for charity. Then on top of all that, you've got food trucks, you've got ice cream, you've got acai, you've got a canteen, you've got 2 junior games of footy, a disability game, you've got the content creator game, you've got these blow up sporting activities, you've got a footy pass off competition, you've got a DJ there. It's a great day out for $15, and it's a donation. So you've done your good deed for the day. So I'd say come down, enjoy it. And if you can't, there is a live stream. Haynesy, I thank you for having me on again, and I really look forward to
Pleasure.
catching you on the field, mate. We'll lace up the boots in a
See you
couple
at
of
the
days.
Captain's Run on Saturday, and we'll see you on Sunday. Thanks, Norman, for coming on, mate. Really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you guys out there this Sunday at Ringrose Park for the Sportshed TV charity match, February 16th at Ringrose Park, 3 o'clock. See you guys there.